All right, so this is a snaffle bit, okay? A lot of people use a bit that they call a shank bit. So if you look here, see how my reins go to that bit, okay? For a shank bit, the bit would come down here and the rein would come down here. And it would give you what they call leverage. It would give you more. In other words, you pull on this a little bit, they put a lot of pressure in their mouth. This way, whatever you put on it is what gets his mouth. It's a lot easier on his mouth. Okay? So for me, and this will make sense later. It's not gonna make sense today, okay? For me, this is really good for going side to side. In other words, I pick up his shoulder and I scoot him over here. I pick up his shoulder over here. The shank bits don't really allow you to do it. They're more for backwards and forwards. Just stop back up. And so his body gets real stiff with that. With this, I think it gives you more collection. Okay? But it's a little more to think about, but it's worth it. I'm gonna show you how to. Okay, so to put it on, all right, so this is over the head right here behind the ears. I'm just gonna show you one time before I put it on. All right, and so you put the bit in your hand like that. Okay, you're sticking through his finger. You can put it up to his mouth. You're gonna just this right hand here is gonna slowly put it into his teeth. This hand is gonna prepare his mouth. Okay, so if my mouth was the horse's mouth, I would take and push that lip back with this finger. Slide, and this is a little bit, several things at one time, but if you work at it, you can get it. All right, and slide your fingers. Have you ever noticed there's the teeth in a horse's mouth? There's a gap in there. Have you ever seen that? Okay, so you want to put that gap, your finger in that gap. What it's going to do is he's going to try to spit your finger out, which is going to make him open his mouth. When he opens his mouth, then you're going to slide this in. The reason we go through all that trouble is if you take this, horses are just like us, and if I bumped your teeth with this, I banged you a little bit, you'd be like, crap, don't do that again, it hurt, right? That's what I'd say. So, and that's what the horse says. He says, don't hit my teeth. And so what'll happen is when you do that, after a couple times, he'll start throwing his head up and you can't get it, it's hard to get in. So that's the way I do it, but I'll show you time and time again till you don't have to learn it all today. We're just going over it, okay? So let's see if we set some of those, take care of